The Newport of the future will be a thriving city in which people can work, live, rest and play. The following presentation rolls out this vision and shows how major changes to a revitalised Newport are already underway. Even as far back as Roman times, Newport's enviable location was clear as the empire set up one of only 3 legionary fortresses in Britain at Isca, known today as Caerleon. Newport is part of the biggest single market in the world, the European Union, and within the UK is the gateway to Wales at the heart of the M4 corridor, under 2 hours from London. Newport's location means it can attract people from various surrounding centres of population. 140,000 people live in Newport, and it can easily draw in over 500,000 more potential employees, shoppers and leisure visitors from the surrounding area. This is in addition to those located in Magor, Chepstow and Bristol. Travel by both road and rail around Newport is easy. The city is a real rail hub. Around 80 trains a day shuttle every 5 to 10 minutes between Newport and Cardiff, with half-hourly services between Newport and Bristol. 27 trains leave for London each day with a journey time of under 2 hours, and rail connections to other major UK cities are also strong. Bristol and Cardiff are within half an hour's drive of Newport, with many more towns and cities accessible within an hour. Newport is set within the beautiful Usk Valley, renowned for its stunning scenery and sites of historic interest, including the beautifully restored Tredegar House and the working Transporter Bridge. The city centre itself is a busy metropolis with strong shopping and leisure activities, including the family-friendly Newport Gwent Dragons Rugby Club. Historically centred on the riverside, the city is embracing its waterfront once again with the new Riverfront Arts Centre, already a major centre for performances. The city will be in the global spotlight in 2010 when the famous 5-star Celtic Manor Resort will host the Ryder Cup golf tournament, bringing thousands of visitors and a worldwide TV audience. The world-class Millennium Stadium is just 10 miles away, as is the iconic Wales Millennium Centre, home of the celebrated Welsh National Opera. Major governmental organisations have located their headquarters in Newport, and the city's reputation as a major hub for high-value industries is growing, with companies like food giant RHM, defence specialist EADS and Lloyds TSB making it their home. The vision for Newport is to build upon all these strengths: location, accessibility and a skilled workforce. 3 regeneration areas have been clearly defined, and each has a blueprint or master plan detailing its development potential. These are the Central Area, Eastern Area and Western Area. We will focus our attention in the first instance on the Central Area of Newport. People travelling into the city can do so easily via the M4 to the north or Southern Distributor Road to the south. The dual carriageway that currently runs through the city centre will be transformed into an urban boulevard, giving greater priority to pedestrians and freeing up important areas of land for redevelopment. In addition, there will be a new pattern of bus movements around the city, taking people directly where they need to go and enabling them to hop on and off at key points. Newport will embrace its waterfront once again, but this time as a leisure destination for people to enjoy in their free time. The opening of the Riverfront Arts Centre, Newport's stunning home to performance and entertainment, was an important first step towards the area's new purpose. The new Usk Footbridge is an iconic structure that links the east and west sides of the river, as well as standing tall as a potent symbol of the city's regeneration. The 145-metre foot and cycle bridge will allow people to travel easily and quickly from the east side of Newport right into the city's retail heart. In our plans for the regeneration of the city centre, certain districts will emerge, each with its own focus, but of course overlapping and feeding into each other. The commercial and retail core will be surrounded by residential, commercial and mixed-use areas, with a left bank arts and education quarter sitting directly on the waterfront. Residential and commercial developments are also planned for the edge of the city centre, with the site of Newport's future hospital possibly located to the west. Let's take a walk through Newport to take a closer look at some of these projects, starting with the railway station. The Victorian and Edwardian station and surrounding area will benefit from an upgrade and new facilities. A number of big changes will make up the multi-million-pound project. An extension of Platform 4 will take intercity trains to London. A new footbridge will allow people to cross easily from one side of the station to the other. 2 new concourses and an overbridge will be constructed at the western end of the existing station. Light and airy concourses will lead passengers out onto a landscape boulevard and provide access to the rear of the station. A new multi-storey car park will also be built at the rear of the station. And a new bus-rail interchange will allow passengers to hop onto a bus quickly and easily. Across the road from the station will be the new Cambrian Centre. This striking multi-million-pound development will include an impressive tower of 188 apartments, a 120-bed hotel, shops, offices and improved parking. Going left out of the railway station, we come across 2 historic buildings, the market and 14th century castle. The front of the market will be opened up to create a civic space for the whole city to enjoy. Long-term proposals include the possibility of removing the Old Green interchange and its slip roads to free up important space for new development. A new residential area is planned for the East Bank which, together with a continuous waterfront promenade, will transform the eastern edge of the river. The community will be able to get into the city centre quickly and safely using the new Usk footbridge. Moving along the river, the 10-acre area highlighted in orange will be the site of a new shopping centre made up of 2 multi-million-pound retail schemes incorporating the Kingsway Centre and John Frost Square. There will be a major new department store, new and refurbished shops, a hotel, cinema and leisure facilities, a modern 1400-space car park, apartments and a new square overlooking the waterfront with plenty of cafes, bars and restaurants. This will change the face of shopping in Newport with lots more variety and quality on offer, confirming it as a popular retail destination. The riverfront area will become the new cultural district of Newport, our very own left bank. Added to the castle and the Riverfront Arts Centre will be the new multi-million-pound campus for the University of Wales, Newport. This will house the well-respected Art, Media and Design School, together with schools for computing and engineering and business and management, with students helping to create a positive buzz about the city. Walking south, we arrive at the office district of the future, George Street, a prestigious office development with iconic buildings of the highest specification that will create an impressive southern entrance to the city centre. Newport City Council is already improving the historic facades of the buildings adjacent to the site to preserve the great character of this area. The whole office development is expected to create up to 450 new jobs and attract up to 300 relocated jobs. If we look east from the George Street development, then we can see the work already taking place on Old Town Dock. The 50 acres of derelict land are being cleaned up and converted into a new, mainly residential neighbourhood, including up to 1,500 waterside houses, flats and a hotel development. The historic Old Town Dock itself will be restored as a tourist attraction, while the flagship Riverside City Park will give the development important new leisure facilities. To the north of the city, the Crinder area will contain a mix of high-quality residential and commercial development. Public spaces, riverside walks and eco-parks with wildlife areas will make the most of Newport's natural resources and water frontages. Obviously, these things are not all going to happen overnight. Newport's regeneration is a big project with lots to be done. But work is already underway and we shall see significant changes over the next 5 years. And already, real progress is being made on Old Town Dock, George Street, the retail centres and Usk Footbridge. Lots of residential development is planned for the eastern side of Newport, the second designated regeneration area. Around 5,000 to 6,000 houses and apartments are scheduled to be built over the next 15 to 20 years. A thriving city is a growing city, and to feed the regeneration programme, we need homes for the 20,000 extra people we believe will make Newport their home in the coming years. Much of this development will be on part of the Llanwern Steelworks site, while some existing residential areas will be added to. Around junction 28 of the M4 there will be further development of the business parks and offices already in place to make the area a premier commercial location. The west side of Newport is already home to some serious players, including the Patent Office, whose HQ has been in the city for 15 years, and the Office for National Statistics will also be adding to its operations in Newport, bringing with it 600 new posts. Newport will also be the new home for HM Prison Services' Shared Service Centre for Human Resources and Finance, creating up to 500 jobs in the city at its ultra-modern office accommodation at Celtic Springs. Irish conglomerate the Quinn Group has chosen to use the former LG Philips displays plant for its European radiator production, but there is still room for further expansion on the site. The main attraction of these business parks is their excellent communication links. Currently, they are extremely well served by the Southern Distributor Road and existing M4. But road links will be even better with the construction of the new section of the M4 which will pass around the southern side of the development by 2013. To achieve such an ambitious vision, there will inevitably be a lot of change in the short term. But the ultimate gain is clear: to make Newport a vibrant place in which to live, work, rest and play. Newport Unlimited, the urban regeneration company, is a partnership of Newport City Council and the Welsh Assembly Government working together to revitalise the city. During the next 5 years, over 50 major development projects will have been started in the city, creating over 5,000 new jobs and bringing in over £1 billion of private sector investment, transforming the city of Newport and creating a vibrant, go-ahead, prosperous and exciting future for the city and surrounding region. We hope you've enjoyed the tour. To find out more information, please visit the website, phone or email us.